Welcome to Four Crazy Minds. I'm Destry Dex Brown.
I'm Shay Drollinger.
I'm Bradley Trisdale.
And we've got special guest.
Korie Ross.
And tonight's topic is anime. So...
Feels weird being down again.
Yeah, we're down Eric Meekum.
Couldn't make it tonight.
He couldn't make it tonight. So, are we going to talk about anime or animation in general?
Anime. Because if we go all animation in general, this could be a 2-hour thing and we'd have to split it up.
Okay, so anime only. That's Japanese.
Cartoons. And
Japanese and American anime. There are some American animes that
Yeah,
I like.
American animes. There's Korean anime.
Now, what do you consider an
Chinese
American anime?
anime.
Lupin the Third is American.
Technically. It's
And
Japanese.
then there's
Sorry, not
Japanese.
American.
There's
The
Japanese
last
anime.
3 seasons are in Japan.
So what would you guys call Kenichi then?
So,
Japanese.
Japanese.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Kenichi
what's
is the
the
Japanese
difference?
style.
What's the difference between anime and Japanime?
Japanime is very... How do I best explain it?
I don't even know what you mean by Japanime. Just anime.
Japan has a very distinct style of anime.
Oh, you see, when I hear anime, I think it's coming from Japan. The rest of it's cartoons.
Most of your anime doesn't come from Japan. Most of your anime comes from Korea or China.
Most of my anime comes from Japan because I read the frickin' manga.
And most anime comes from Japan. What Japanime is Japanime is a subdivision off of anime. It's anime that is only available in Japan and only available in Japanese.
Are you talking about like their cartoon stuff that they got on Crunchyroll?
Not only that, but like...
Not only that, it's like American animation, except it's from Japan. That's Japanime, or Japanimation.
So how does this fit in with like the mainstream anime and stuff that we'll probably be talking about?
It's a subgenre of it. It doesn't have...
I think
Name one.
I can't think of one personally.
Because if you can name one...
It doesn't have...
Kankole. Kankole is Japanime. Contact Collection is Japanime.
So...
It doesn't have the triangle mouth and the
Right.
triangle face. It doesn't have all the angles.
See, I don't look at any of that crap when I watch anime. The art style doesn't bother me unless it's like that stuff they did for the new Berserk.
Japanime is a very distinct art style.
But
anime-
are you really watching it for the art style? I mean, really?
Yes.
Yep.
When I watch Girls in Panzer...
Which is all you watch.
No.
Well, what else do you watch?
Black Butler, oh shit.
So you watch a lot of really old anime.
There's a whole list of anime that I watch now.
What anime have you been watching recently?
Recently, I've rewatched Girls in Panzer for like the 9th or 10th time.
That's unhealthy.
Attack on Titan. All of season 1, I finally got caught up. Because I can't watch subtitles because my eyes are bad enough that I can't read them.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to wait for the dub. So, Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 and Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. Which is Route A, is the title of Season 2. And Black Butler I rewatched again.
Alright. A lot of the anime I watch are what's classified as Ichi, which is more adult, but it's more geared towards adults. So there's a lot of fan service in it.
Yeah, don't say it's adult based, because then we get into hentai and...
No, okay. It is
It's pretty close.
It's geared towards adults. It can sometimes walk the line. I'm also really
Kind of like Girls Bravo.
Though
Kinda.
that straddled the line pretty hard.
Girls
Yeah.
Bravo is actually an ichi anime.
Yeah.
I also like harem animes where the main protagonist is sought after by several different girls, and most of the time he's oblivious to it.
Oh,
You're a pervert.
I also
Not
wa-
always.
I also watched one called Vampire Night.
oh
That's
god.
a harem anime.
I've seen that.
One anime I watched recently is Yourself, Myself, which is one that deals with depression, suicide, and it's a romance. I also really like romance animes. I do watch DBZ and I will watch One Piece or Naruto, but
See, and I don't watch any of the mainstream ones over here.
one that was going that I really liked and I really hope they continue with is Roka, the Seventh Brave. But they haven't released season 2 yet, and I'm getting really nervous because it's been over a year now.
Oh, I also watched a movie, Spirits Away or
Spirited Away?
Spirited Away.
Mhm.
I loved it.
The Studio Ghibli?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Studio Ghibli's work. They do some good shit.
Yeah, I loved it.
Have you seen Howl's Moving Castle?
I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet.
It's probably one of my favorites that they've ever done.
My favorite anime of all time is probably Hellsing Ultimate.
See, and I don't like the Hellsing series.
If you don't
I
like
tried
Hellsing,
to get into it with you.
If you don't like Hellsing, the original, watch Ultimate because it sticks closer to the manga, and the ultimate villain is the Third Reich.
Well, I tried watching Hellsing with you. I also tried watching Vampire Hunter D with you.
Mhm.
And I didn't care for either one of them, and I'm a huge vampire fan.
You ever seen Gungrave?
No.
Uh,
Oh, one of my favorites, though. Sword Art Online and Sword Art Online 2.
See, Brad groans here. I actually like Sword Art. What Brad's argument is going to be is it's just a rip-off of another anime.
I hate it when somebody says that. That's not my deal with Sword Art. My deal with Sword Art is it was a good book series that they took the first book, the entire first book, and jammed it into one tiny crap season, and then built off of the other books.
You mean one half of a season?
It wasn't even the full book. They trimmed it down so much that you lost some of the best part of the show.
They do that with anime, though.
And
Not all of them, though.
That's one of my gripes with Sword Art. And my gripe is you could have had 2-3 seasons of just Aincrad.
Yeah, like of the good stuff.
Like, because when the anime starts, you're on floor 1. It's day 1. And then it skips forward 2 years.
Yeah, see, what
Why?
I
You
like,
could have had so much character development in that time.
I like Sword Art Online 2 best.
Gun Gale?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gale.
no, not Gun Gale. It's Alfheim.
And Gun Gale.
It's Gun Gale.
No,
Online.
Alfheim is the second half of season 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they were
Sword
originally
Art,
different books.
Yeah.
Like Alfheim.
Again,
Sword
Sword
Art
Art
Online 2
For some reason,
is Gun
Sword
Gale.
Art takes these and
These
goes...
huge books and series, like something that could be like 50 episodes and condenses it to 12.
Sword
6.
Art-
6, yeah, 6.
Sword Art
Season
Online
2.
is 24 episodes.
12 of them. You gotta think. Alfheim ends on episode 12. The
And
first
starts
game
off Gun
ends
Gale.
at episode 12. And then it goes into the Alfheim where he's out and he goes back to save Asuna.
Yep.
That's all in one season. That's 2 different
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
You could have had...
And then Sword Art Online 2 is Gun Gale.
and back to Alfheim. Which
And back to Alfheim when they have
the filler episodes.
the
Sleeping
combined.
Night arc. But you could have taken Sword Art Online, the original game, the original book, and turned that into 50 episodes.
Oh, yeah, easily.
And I guarantee you would have had a fan base through all 50 episodes.
Instead
You've
of
got a
like,
fan base for the 24 episodes.
yeah, and it's dying because of the games that they're coming out with.
So-
and
okay, so-
the fact that they instead
I'll
of
always
making
be
another
a fan.
instead of making another season, they made a movie.
All right, hold on. So another one of my big gripes is, so you take what Sword Art Online could have been, and then they do 2 seasons, And then they kind of just sit there and they haven't released anything except for a movie. Well, in the meantime, this other anime comes out called Log Horizon. And Log Horizon's already had 2 seasons. But it's 2 seasons that literally feel like one continual season. It's pretty much the same story. This major event happens and a bunch of players are now in the game.
Oh, technically their world is now the game.
Yeah, their world is now the game.
They're
not in the game, their world became the game.
And if they die, they res at churches or houses and...
Yeah, so you're not... But, again, you can't log out because there's no log... But for some reason, their HUD still pops up for them. And then they find out that they go through where they can use all their skills without having to pull up the menu to click on the button.
Because they're actually the players now.
Yeah, they can actually just be like, oh, I know I can do this move. I do it.
Kind of like how Sword Art did it. Kind of like how Dot Hack did it.
See, I've never watched Dot Hack. It's never appealed to me.
And see, Dot Hack is what Sword Art was.
Yeah.
It's the original one to do it.
It depends on which season you watch. Depends on how you take it.
Yeah.
The original with Kite was
That's
the
my
foundation.
Favorite.
It
That's
was
my
beautiful.
favorite.
It was the longest standing. Then you've got the foundation of Roots or GU, which everyone loves. They're redoing the games for. And then you've got some of the you've got the OVA. You've got the side one.
Dot Hack was
kids.
really popular for a long time, and
Still
then
is.
it just kind of like for some reason it kind of just fell off.
It's got the Monster Hunter fan basis. When every time Monster Hunter or Dot Hack comes out with something, you see all the fans appear. But when it's a long break between stuff, they just disappear.
And see, talking about Monster Hunter, I hated the Monster Hunter anime.
Oh, it's garbage.
I thought the concept of it could have been so cool. You get a group of hunters out who have to go out and do hunts. I don't know if anyone here has played Monster Hunter other than me and Brad. But,
nope.
What you do in Monster Hunter is you start off with pretty basic gear, and then you can go online, or you can go through a story mode, quotation marks, and you hunt monsters and gather parts off of them to make new armor, better equipment, so you can go fight other monsters. So this was a basis. The original came out on PS2, and then there was a Japanese-only release on the Xbox 360, and then Monster Hunter Online came out in Japan. So Monster Hunter is huge in Japan. Where kind of then you had Freedom and Freedom Unite and Freedom Unite 2 on the PSP, which got an American release.
Yeah, these are all games.
Yeah, these are all video games. And then
which leads up to the anime.
So, and then the games did really bad in America, so they stopped coming to America for a while. And then all of a sudden, Monster Hunter Tri came out for the Wii. And, it finally started building momentum in the United States, and now we've been getting DS. So anyway, long story short, the anime is nothing like the video game. The anime is that they get these pets that they can ride, which are normally the monsters they would be hunting. And I tried watching it. I really gave it the good old-fashioned try, but I stopped after 2 episodes. It was such bullshit.
You asked earlier what an American anime would be. Ruby.
That's not an anime. That's a machinima that Japan adopted as anime. Get over it.
It's an anime.
No, it's machinima.
It is literally
a machinima is something that they use for computer graphics instead of actually hand drawn, which is
Dead
what anime
Fantasy
is.
is a machinima as well.
Yeah. Machinima is made based off video game or computer-generated graphics.
Appleseed is a CGI anime.
Yep, originally made in Japan.
No, it's originally French.
Yeah, you're right.
I loved Appleseed.
Appleseed and the second one were really good.
But, Korie, you haven't talked yet. Animes.
Yeah, what animes have you watched?
I recently just started watching them, just a little while back. Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist is another one I've watched.
Which do you prefer, Brotherhood or Full Metal Alchemist? Which do you think was better, and have you seen the both?
I'm working my way up to that right now. I'm I'm not into the Brotherhood yet.
In my opinion, Full Metal Alchemist is better than Brotherhood.
And see, in my
Which is weird,
opinion,
'cause-
Brotherhood follows the manga a lot closer.
Which is weird because, like he said, Brotherhood follows the manga to the point where
I could give two shits about the manga because I don't read them.
that
I know what I like
there's more character
to watch.
development though in in the manga.
Not
of Brotherhood.
necessarily. There's the same amount of character development. They just explain things a little bit better, in our opinion.
Not to mention, they also show more of the other characters. It's not just Ed now. You get more story on Muscles. Mustang, Armstrong. You get more information on why what's-his-name killed his daughter and the dog. And spoiler alerts, you know.
I saw one where it was a meme where it shows a picture of Joffrey and a bunch of these other villains. Like, some people are okay with this guy, some guys are okay with this guy, and then it shows a picture of him from Full Metal Alchemist, but everybody hates this asshole.
Yeah, he killed his kid
Chimera.
and dog. And then later on, like in the anime, in Brotherhood, you actually see what he does to himself, because he turns himself into...
So back to Korie. Sorry.
Like, you know, about the meme about it's like, you know, that anime, it gets you in the feels. They said, you know,
Oh, yeah.
it hits you in the feels.
Right in the
Yeah,
fields.
right
Man.
in the freaking fields.
Those are the best kind of anime.
I'm trying to remember the one that I
God,
started.
when I first watched Full Metal Alchemist, sorry, just gotta interject here. When I first
that's
watched
cool.
Full Metal Alchemist, the first time I saw that Chimera, the dog, little girl Chimera, I'm sitting there going, that's kind of creepy. And then I realized what it was after it started talking and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then they killed it, and it was like it getting kicked in the balls.
Yep.
Oh.
It was just like,
It's
oh.
the way Scar kills
Yep.
it. Anyway, so
Yeah, back to you.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember that one anime. This guy, he ends up going to this academy, and it's like a vampire or whatever academy. He's the
Rosario Vampire.
Yes, he's like the only.
And it's the
he's-
Monster Academy.
Yeah,
Oh,
and like
I
he's the
remember
only
that.
only
He's the
human,
only human there.
and like he has all these girls and stuff like wants him like the succubus.
That's
and,
the harem anime.
Yeah, and like, you know, I was like really addicted to that for a long
I've
time.
watched Rosario plus Vampire, and I've also watched High School of the Damned.
That's called the Dead.
High School,
yeah,
High School
I
of the
watched
Dead.
that one.
High School of the Dead is so fucking killer.
So which of the girls is your favorite?
Oh man, it's just kind of iffy because, you know, like there's a succubus, and then
I like the Ice Witch.
yes, she's awesome, but that one little girl that I don't know,
The Witch.
yeah, like. And like how she made herself older, and she had big tits and everything. He's like, oh, you know.
And then like
her.
the vampire kicks her and breaks the spell.
Yeah.
Soul Eater's another
Oh,
really
yes.
good one.
High
still-
School of the Dead, my favorite character is probably the nurse from the school because she's such a ditz. And
She is a ditz, but
she's like, she has one of the best adult moments where she's like drunk and hanging on him, and she knows what she wants, and it's very obvious what she wants. Oh god, it's the best.
Well, but
I'm so sad that anime is never going to get completed.
But I will say my favorite one is probably the vampire because she has two sides of her. She has the good side, or the other side is like, I'm just gonna kick your ass like right here and now, and just like, you know, destroy you. And
Yeah.
but yeah, like, you know, and then I watch Kenichi. My favorite.
Apachai.
Apachai is like one of my favorites. He killed Kenichi like so many times.
I can fight enemies from all the way over here.
And that one time he kicked Kenichi so hard his heart stopped and everything, and Apachai went all crazy, and he thought he killed him. And
Oh,
actually, I'd have to say Girls in Panzer is my favorite, but Soul Eater would be my second favorite.
you should.
Have
is
you
there an
seen
English
Soul
dub
Eater?
of
No, I haven't
Soul Eater
yet.
not.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you need to see Soul Eater.
You need to see not.
I know the general premise of Not, but
Oh,
Soul Eater Not is about
I would-
the ones that aren't Meisters
It's
or
called
weapons?
the Not class. No, they are Meisters and weapons. They're in the Not class. They're not fully able to control their abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it actually
Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yeah, I'd have to
No.
look. I don't think so, but
I think it's on Casanova though.
I know the manga's been translated to English already.
I'll have to watch it over here with you guys on Kiss Anime.
I do enjoy Soul Eater. I'm still, like we talked about the other day, I would love to start a petition up and get them to do like what they did with Full Metal and do a Soul Eater follow the manga, because they cut it off halfway through the manga
And they
before
kind
the
of just
story.
did their own thing.
Yeah, did their own thing. The story didn't elevate properly how it was supposed to. It didn't, it got a lot more gruesome, dark, feely. Like, oh god, emotionally, it was
And-
good.
See, another one that I never liked, that I don't understand why other people do like, is Death Note.
Okay.
I like the live action movies.
And see, the live action movies
It's-
piss me off.
Actually,
Because I
most
watched the
people off.
anime first.
yeah, and there is
So
actually
did I.
another live action movie that's
Netflix.
coming out pretty
It's a
soon.
Netflix show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Netflix. I'm talking the Japanese live action movies.
Uh-huh.
So the problem is since I watched the anime first, L dies. Period. End of discussion.
Yep.
Kira wins that fight, just to lose to Nier.
N. Yep.
And so the fact that they had L win in the live action movie pissed me off.
They didn't have L win
No,
in the
no,
live action movie.
yes, because Kira dies because he couldn't kill L because L wrote his name in the book. That's how the movie ends. And then there's the secondary movie of L's last
L Light of the World.
last 30 days alive. And so, in the manga, Kira writes his name in the book. Actually, no. His girlfriend's Shinigami writes his name in the book, and then she dies for saving Misa's life. And because that was
Because they
again,
can't interfere.
because they can't interfere, and she interfered to save her partner. So she dies, and then now Light has 2 books.
And then he eventually sets up this grand scheme to get away with it all by ending himself near the end. Beautiful shit.
No, he gets caught. Nier catches him, and then he writes himself in the book
Yep.
along with everybody who's in the room with him.
Yeah, he ends it all, wipes the slate clean, and then Ryuk's book just goes on to the next person,
No, Ryu comes and picks it up.
which means it's going to the next person. Which,
No, because at the end of the anime, he says, "My experiment's over."
but now we're coming up with Netflix, and it's not following the same
No,
thing.
Yes, it is.
It's in,
They're taking white people and they're basing it in California.
that's what I'm saying. It's a different thing,
It's still Light.
but it's not the same
It's
characters.
still Light, except they changed him from Light Yagami to
To Light
Light
Young.
Young.
Yeah, it's the same characters, just Americanized.
Right, I get that. What I'm saying is, though,
Yeah.
they could get away with saying that this happened after the
No,
Japan
No,
incident.
no, they can't.
They can't.
No.
Why? That'd be a perfect twist and spin on it.
They're doing a reset.
That's retarded.
It's a reboot of
It's
the
basically gonna be
series.
the
It's
anime.
a retard flop.
It's an
Got it.
Americanized version of the anime.
It's horrible. It's
You don't-
retarded.
It could end up being great. You don't know.
Oh no! Graphically and everything, it looks amazing. But the fact that we have to keep rebooting shit is not that great.
You know, like I was just seeing like the previews
I'm
and
realizing
trailers
I've seen
of
a
it. I
lot
thought it
more
looked pretty
anime.
good.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing, and I'm actually excited to watch it.
I'm not saying anything like I want to watch it, I want to see it, and all that. I just don't think that we need to keep rebooting stuff. Why don't we reboot some of the stuff that needs it, and not some of the stuff that's
Like
been...
the Gray Man.
Yes, like the Gray Man. It keeps getting kicked to the curb.
But
The Gray Man goes from episode 1 to episode 50 to episode 150.
Yep, they keep canceling and then reopening.
But you never know. They might actually give a plot twist later on into the series.
You know what I want to
it could happen.
This new Castlevania anime on Netflix
Which we haven't finished yet.
looks amazing.
Oh yeah,
I want to see a Diablo. anime.
I never played Castlevania, so
It's not based on the games.
It's based roughly. It's roughly based on the games. The characters and everything they experience is similar to the story on what happened. Dracula gets pissed because the Roman Catholic Church kills his wife, who was a human. So they frame her as a witch. So he's like, well, in 10 years, I'm going to come back and kill the entire human race.
Okay, don't spoil it for any of the listeners.
And that's pretty much it. Like, it goes on from there.
Yeah.
Another one that they, quote-unquote, didn't necessarily reboot, but came back out with was Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Or Dragon Ball Super. And when they did that, they made Dragon Ball GT non-existent.
Well, there's rumors saying that they're going to actually bring in GT again. Like, the thing is, like, if they do, I would like to see Super Saiyan 4 God mode.
Yeah, we're all hoping to get 4 back in that. I want to find out.
I want it with no mascara.
Because, that is true.
Can we not have
Yeah.
our Saiyans look like cross-dressers, please? Thank you.
But,
I
like-
care if you ever listen to this.
But the thing is, like, Goku said that even, like, there's more to it, he can't control it.
Yeah.
And he can't control what he can do. So, I don't know. It's going to be,
I liked your theory that Goku's going to use his wish to bring everybody to Universe 7.
Instead of doing the thing that we all know is going to happen, which is bring them all back.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool to bring
think
them all
that
to 7.
I think bringing them all back to how they were would piss off Zeno-sama. And Zeno-sama would probably just delete them again.
That'd be great.
But the thing is, if you bring them all into your universe, now your mortality rate is...
Then there's the alternate theory of what if Frieza's the last one standing and
He's going to
he makes a dick wish.
be stronger than all the...
Oh, he just appointed himself Zeno-sama or something.
But then
like
again,
that.
they're saying that, the priest or whatever is probably the strongest.
I'm agreeing that the angels are bad guys. I'm
honestly
saying it.
thinking that one. I think it was Universe 6. I can't remember which one it was, but like after his people died,
That
and
was
he was
Mark.
like, oh well.
That wasn't Universe 6. That was Universe
4.
3. I
Yeah,
think.
3 or 4. But yeah, like he didn't even seem upset about it. He's like, oh
No,
well.
he's just like
No, he
oh.
smiled.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and that's what gave me a hunch. I was like,
And then they show that weird like off shot of the Grand Priest with that creepy. Oh, I can't wait to see who dies next. Look.
but I wasn't really expecting. There was more gods and stuff, but there's more. They're just gonna keep on adding more and more.
I like to
That's
see
my main
spin-offs.
problem with DBZ. It was the same problem I had with Inuyasha. I learned this ultimate technique. 10 episodes later, I learned this ultimate technique. Nothing's better than this. 10 episodes later.
Kind of like, I'm Goku, I'm gonna fight this awesome villain, and then I die. But then I'm gonna come back and fight this awesome villain,
Yeah,
then
what
I'm
happened to
gonna
the rule that you
die.
can only be brought back once?
Who?
What happened to the rule where you can only be brought back once?
That version of that dragon died, and they had to make a new dragon, so it refreshed, it resets.
Okay.
And then Purunga's a dick, because
So-
he can bring back multiple people multiple times.
How about you guys feel if we have a female fusion, like Kale and
Kale and Cauliflower?
yeah, like have like a female fusion, like you've never seen that yet.
That's gonna be the muscly dream of awesomeness, and I'm probably gonna stop watching anime, pause that, take a screenshot, and then you'll never see me again.
And then they're saying that Gogeta is about to be reborn again,
Oh,
but
I
also in God form.
So the thing what I can see is, I can see them doing it, and then Khalifa and Kale copying it.
I can
And maybe not getting it right.
like it's
oh, fat version.
like I can. It's like getting exciting because Khalifa, she is. I don't know. She is gaining so much, like
Like
And
power.
she's intrigued by Goku.
and like
She doesn't want to kill him.
And I have a feeling that when he's gonna wish them back, she's gonna be Goku's protege, and Goku is gonna train her so she can be strong as him, and that's gonna piss off Vegeta, and you know how Vegeta is. He's gonna train as hard as he can to be as strong as Goku. But the thing is, Vegeta has trained the hardest than Goku.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they finally.
Vegeta.
Vegetable. Prince Vegetable. Named
I'm
after his
just glad
father,
they
King
finally
Vegetable.
Legitimized.
All the Saiyans are named after
Broly
vegetables.
Yes.
berserker
Goku.
saying is
I'm, I'm excited that she actually broke it
Did you
and
not
she
know
can
that?
actually control it.
I don't watch
Yeah.
TVZ.
But the thing,
yeah.
but the thing is that
They're all
I don't
named
watch
after
any of the Dragon
that
Ball
gets
series.
me
Broly's broccoli.
is when she goes in berserk
Cauliflower
mode.
is
Her eyes goes in the back of her
Kale is
head.
literally kale.
But
Well, that's just like Broly did the same
Yeah,
thing.
all the Saiyans' names are vegetables.
Didn't know that.
Nappa.
Didn't know that. I don't watch DBZ. That's why I wasn't getting involved in that conversation.
you know, but
I
the
don't watch
thing
any of the
is,
Dragon Ball series.
I want to see if they can make a Namekian god. That would be pretty cool to see.
That's easy. Just have Piccolo fuse with Dende and Guru, and boom.
You know who I want to see come back? Pycon.
Why?
Pycon was the shit.
If you want to see a villain brought back, why not just have the rabbit that just turns people into carrots?
Or how would you feel? You know how Beerus said that there was one second strongest was Goku that he fought. What if Goku's father never died and that was the Super Saiyan that fought Beerus?
We'd all be pissed and want to see a movie.
But I'm just saying, like, how would you know?
Or is it Broly?
As long as it's not live action, because
Oh, they
They-
yeah.
they-
Yeah, they ruined that with
they
live
did
action.
two of
And so that's why Broly's not around, because Beerus deleted it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like it can go either way because you know they're saying that Bardock didn't really die. He's somewhere, somewhere else.
You know, speaking of dying and being reborn and all this, just makes me more and more mad that I didn't get to see all I wanted of Boo.
I don't know. Like now, I have another feeling. What Boo is skinny Boo. I guarantee
I like skinny
there's
Boo.
going to be a good kid Boo.
I just want to see a Boo versus Oob fight because that's going to be cool.
But you never know. Boo can come back.
Well, all he's doing is sleeping.
No.
Oh,
the
Kid
bad Boo.
Yeah, well...
Because,
yeah.
you know, after they kill him there in this old little universe deal, like, you know how Cell came back, Frieza came back. They all
Hellverse, that the
Yeah.
movie to just see what if.
what do you watch your anime on?
Ugh. Like, on my Xbox and stuff, there's a Funimation deal. I can watch stuff off the Funimation, Crunchyroll. I can also go on the internet and just, you know...
Do you have
Kiss
Netflix?
anime.
Yes, I do.
Have you seen Seven Deadly Sins?
Oh,
I heard about that.
It is really good.
I need to finish watching season 2.
I loved it. It
I
was
need to-
really
I love
good.
that. It's like,
They've only released the first half of season 2.
I know.
I should have never started watching that.
It is
So I watched
amazing.
one called Seven Mortal Sins, which is, oh my god, almost porn. Like, it got to the point where I couldn't even keep watching it. It was
Seven Mortal Sins, you say?
It's
it's
on
only in
Crunchyroll.
Japanese.
Ah. I can only
Like,
watch
it's to the
dub.
point where
Even
it's-
porn, I can only watch
it's
dub.
to the point where, even on Crunchyroll, they have, like, to blur out half the screen,
Naruto.
have a little no face that they do when they cover up their ass cheeks. It's bad.
Like Naruto.
With
No.
the smoke.
With the smoke.
Like, only, like, imagine that, but half the screen.
Yep. Sounds
I
alright.
really can't wait for the English dub version of Girls in Panzer, their film.
You're still on that, huh?
Yes.
Get a
The
new anime,
movie,
bro.
Girls in Panzer is my favorite anime, and I want to see the movie.
Learn Japanese or get to the point where you can watch subtitles because it's not popular enough to come in English yet.
They already have it casted.
Or
in
they can do it
English.
a bridge version.
And
They're-
they're going to take another year before they air it, just like they did with DBZ and
Well,
everything else.
it was released in 2015.
So you'll see it maybe 2018, 2020.
They said they're close to American release, or at least a UK release.
I'm going to just watch in Japanese and get it over with.
If they
Yeah.
watch it in the UK, if they release it in the UK, then I can download it over here.
So you recently started My Hero after
Yes.
I told you about it.
How far into it are you?
Yeah, what episode are you on?
Oh, I'm like, like with stuff going on with my life and stuff.
Right.
I'm like probably like on like 10.
Oh, bro, you gave that big explanation and said, "Oh, I'm near the end of season 1. No big deal." So, what do you think of the quote-unquote quirk system? Like, do you like that opposed to most of the super-powered animes or anything like that? Because in My Hero, different from other series that have superpowers, characters have all these multiple awesome powers, but in My Hero, you're limited
Just
to that one
one.
and how you can use it in different interesting ways.
I don't know, like, I think it's like pretty cool that, they only can focus on one power and stuff. Like,
So they have to find different
I like
weird
how all the
ways.
find different ways to use that power.
Yeah.
I like how most of the powers have a downside.
All the powers have a downside because they're all based off of not just physical, but mental. Like,
Like the electric dude, who whenever he uses his power, fries his own brain.
because he's sending so much electricity through his body that it overloads his own nervous system. Yep. Screws him over. Todoroki has a mental hang-up on using his dad's power. He just doesn't want to use the fire because he doesn't see it as his own power. Which makes him use his cold to the point that it hurts him. Then you've got Midoriya, who can't use his power because he's an idiot.
I'm realizing just how many anime I've actually watched.
Other than Girls in Panzer?
Other than Girls in Banter, because I just thought of another one. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Cartoon.
That's a cartoon.
Yep. No, it's a cartoon.
It's not technically an anime.
It's a cartoon based off of books.
Okay, what about Sailor Moon?
You mean the original Let's
Yes,
Bring It
that-
to America and See What They Think anime? Yeah. I liked it originally. It bordered on hentai, which was weird, and also it was what started the now popular magical girl craze, which annoys me to no end.
I can't think of the name of the one that I just watched where they have these abilities and they have to fight these things that are coming from one dimension into the other. They have to fight them in the other dimension because whatever damage they do in the other dimension can happen here on Earth. And
Are you talking about freezing?
no, it's
It's not an Ichi, is it?
It probably is.
no,
Because if it's an Ichi, I haven't seen it.
no, it was on Netflix, and it's about 4 schoolgirls who gain these powers,
I think I know what you're talking about.
and one of them's paralyzed.
I'm gonna go watch
Glitter
that anime
Force?
after this.
No,
No, Glitter Force is about little children.
no,
They gain
these,
magical girl power.
these are high school level, maybe middle school level. One of them, her dream is to be a singer, but she loses her voice every time they use their powers. They lose a piece of themselves.
That is a critical downside.
Yeah, but they have to use these powers because the gods are, they're the only force fighting these
We'll have
things that are
to
coming through. I can't remember the name of it.
we'll have to watch it later. So, what other anime is out there that isn't exactly mainstream that we've watched? Like something off the charts, off the beaten
Oh,
path.
what's the other one that I watched? H got to be.
It's gotta be Kai.
Yeah.
Yamada's for
Yamada's first
Yamada's
time.
first time.
It's an Ichi anime about some chick trying to get her first time to go with this dude, and it ends with him breaking his dick.
because she wants 100 lover friends.
Yep, her goal is to have the ultimate male harem
Yep.
because she's a hoe and breaks her first boyfriend's dick, who she
Yeah.
ends up falling in love with anyway. So
Let's see, off the cusp.
That's not the
animes.
one I've watched.
yeah,
Uh,
that's got to be the last Ichi I've ever seen. Because I stopped watching Ichi after that.
There's nothing wrong with
One that's
anime.
really out there,
It
I
bugs
don't know
me.
if it's popular or not. No Game, No Life.
Popular enough amongst many circles, but not popular enough to get like the mainstream set. Yeah, kind of like a Tiger and Bunny.
No Game, No Life is really funny.
The one that I've currently started watching, something Psycho Reload Burst or something like that. It's basically Journey to the West, but instead of Sun Wukong, well, you have Sun Wukong, who's a little kid. You've got a gun-wielding lazy priest, a water sprite that likes to smoke, and some kind of weird summoner dude. It's kind of funny. I'm only on the second episode of 4 that they've released. I slowed down on it.
No, I'm not. Keep going.
We are watching Shay open this NOS can. That's hilarious. But
Anyway.
another anime that I've currently started watching, thanks to Shay originally wanting to watch it, was Chrono Rulers or something like that. Which, the concept at first kind of bugged me because I get annoyed by animes that base off of messing with the timeline and whatnot. But it's turning out to be pretty decent.
I really like it.
Yeah, but I haven't seen enough animes to matter.
Well,
Apparently I have.
yeah, you've seen a bit more than...
Shay's turned me into an anime freak.
Yeah, I remember when you used to
I
hate
used to
it.
give him so much shit because I hated anime.
And,
And
then
now
made you
I
watch
love
Girls
it.
and Panther.
Girl, actually, no. The first one I watched was Black Butler. And that's what got me into anime.
What would you say about Afro Samurai? Afro Samurai? Technically...
Afro Samurai is an anime.
Yeah.
It's an American-made anime.
It's an
There you go.
American-made
There's
anime.
an American-made anime.
I
for us.
liked it, but out of all the samurai animes I've ever seen, I like Samurai Champloo better.
And then there's Samurai Jack.
That's not an anime, but it's a good show.
Samurai Jack's not an anime.
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
It's good enough that it could be an anime.
Samurai X.
Okay,
Rurouni?
fuck it. If we're just naming shit, why don't we go old school and go Speed Racer?
That's a cartoon.
That's
No,
cartoon.
that is-
that is a cartoon.
They shipped it over as an anime. It was made in Japan as an anime.
It's a cartoon.
It is referred to as one of the first animes to be introduced into American society.
Well, the first one to be accepted in American society. They released 5 or 6 others that bombed terribly because we didn't understand their culture or humor.
Well, Speed Racer was the 60s.
Oh, you want to talk about really old stuff? You've got what's his name? Little kid, Astro Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Cyborg 009, Devilman. Really old stuff that's
Yeah.
slowly being rooted back up.
Have any of you seen One Punch Man?
The Insult All anime, yeah.
Yeah, apparently all anime fans love it.
Yeah,
and
but-
it's on Netflix now.
It makes fun of everything that anime is, so much to the point that people like it. I have a Saitama way of looking at it. I find it very boring.
Well, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen it. It
Okay.
bores me.
In Japanese, when it was first made, it was called Mach Go Go Go. And it is indeed a Japanese media franchise about automobile racing.
Yeah.
So, he's right. It was first printed in, I can't pronounce the name, 1966, Shonen Book.
Yeah, it's one of the first shonens. Oh god, shonen anime. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep.
Yu Yu Hakusho. I love that show.
Yeah.
I used to watch Pokemon every morning when I wake up,
See, that's one thing
and
that...
then I outgrew it.
I liked it, but then they kept on adding more and more and more, and like that's how I
It's
lost.
not that they added more. They had what was it, like 300 and some odd originally wrote up.
510.
510, and they narrowed it down to 150, but then they kept
Basically, they had the
them,
first 3 seasons planned.
and they had to weed out which ones they thought would work best and which ones would gain the most popularity. And the way they did that is by releasing them to public, like kids and stuff in the area, doing polls and surveys and stuff like, what do you think of how this one looks? What do you think of this name? And it eventually turned good.
So, folks, I think that's all we've got for our anime discussion for this time. Maybe we'll hit up on the subject again at a later date, but thank you for listening and join us again.